Hey everybody, Spy4360 here. I'm pretty sure I have gotten to the point where there's no new content in terms of maps and like places where you can gather. So, without further ado, here is the masterclass to gathering, sorry, in Monster Hunter Wilds. There's going to be a lot of information in this video, so here is a table of contents over there. It's hard because in Overwatch I do this way, but in this game I do this way. But yeah, table of contents. And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, so go grab a snack, get locked in, you know. For the most part, this shit's pretty self-explanatory, but we're just going to be going over some very basic concepts and then build upon that so you can find things that you want to gather. And if there's anything that isn't covered in this video, you'll have the knowledge and know-how to find it yourself. I say this because I don't use guns or anything, so I'm going to find spots for most of the gun stuff, but there could be better spots. Just go through the map and give it a good look. But yeah, I'd also like to say I stream bi-daily, so if you'd like to come say hi, watch me hunt monsters on stream, here's the links. I did it the wrong way again. And then we also have a squad called Spy4360's Hype Squad. Yeah, so if you'd like to join people on this channel and myself for hunts, where people help each other out and stuff, just join the Hype Squad and hit me up in game. Or, you know, I also have a Discord. If you'd also like to hunt with me, just hit me up. I'm there. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are with Gemma at the smithy. I'd quickly like to go over your armor set. It's really easy to max out both Botanist and Geologist, while also having Honey Hunter. So the set that I use for that, you can use any bug armor for Honey Hunter. This is probably going to be the harder part, but you've got this piece of equipment. You can do any of these, right? Or not any of these. You see how this is the beta set and this is the alpha set? If you look on the right, the beta set gives camouflage, neopteron camouflage, and then this one gives alert. So you want the one with alert, which, if you also see your slots over here, it limits the amount of slots that you can have because the beta pieces usually have extra slots. Luckily, the leather pieces and the chainmail pieces come with slots. I would recommend only getting these first three, just because they're the only ones with innate botanist or geologist in them. But you want 2 of these pieces and then 3 bug pieces so that you can get the full set. That first piece of armor was pretty good. I think I passed one. Yeah, we have Vespoid, which is okay. Particularly the legs give you 2 slots. And the rest of these are okay, right? But the pieces I was using was the Lullabarina, just because I was fighting this monster a lot. As you can see, you only get 1 2 slot here. And then if you come down to Nursilla, you get a 1 slot and a 1 slot. Yeah, out of these 2. But you just need 3 pieces of armor from any of the bug sets, and those are the bug sets. And you will also have the option of talismans. I made myself a geology charm, sorry, and I made it a geology level 2 charm. You can get it to level 3, but you don't need it. I'm pretty far into the game, so I actually have a lot of decorations. I had 2 geology charms, which I slotted in to bring me up to, or no. I had 1 geology charm to slot in to get me up to geology 3. But if you don't have geology charms, but you have botany charms, you would just switch out your leather for chainmail, right? Just note that getting botanist is a little bit harder, just because the headpiece gives you 2 botanist, and then this gives you 1 botanist. But this gives you 2 slots, so it's essentially the same thing, because instead of getting like 2 geologists, you get 1 geologist and 2 slots. And this, instead of getting 1 geologist and 2 slots, you get 1 slot and 2 botanists, you know? So you can kind of just mix and match the head and the chest, and vice versa. But just make sure you have Honey Hunter maxed, you have your Geologist maxed, and you have your Botanist maxed. Now there is a second set that we're going to talk about, and this is kind of later game. Sorry, let me find it. It's pretty far down. So through trading, you can get the Azuz set, which, if you see the group skills, it gives Forager's Luck. And then Forager's Luck increases the chance of finding rare gathering points. I haven't tested this yet, but I assume it just makes things pop up more often. And by things, I mean tradables, which we're going to be talking about tradables later in the video. But this is potentially worth it to make a set for. It's just you're not going to have Honey Hunter, so this is going to be a separate set entirely. And I'm probably going to make a separate video about this if it's anything like of substance. But for now, just don't worry about it, because running out of items is like the biggest thing. So you only need the leather and bugs or the chainmail and bugs for what we're doing today. Now, I mentioned trading, and that we would be talking about getting the materials for trading later. But on one of the routes that I use, you actually get a sizable amount of Wilk gems? No, pebbles. You get Wilk pebbles, right? So you get access to item trades, and then later on in the game, they give you quests that let you increase the gains from trades. So if you trade with your Brawn, he's got a trade. Oh, it's not your Brawn. I think it's Doggard. No, it's Ada. What the fuck? Oh, do they switch out trades? I think they switch out trades. Yeah, because he didn't have this jewel trade before. Okay. So they switch out trades. I would just check out trades periodically. But there is a trade that this last guy has, Yabron, which is 2 pebbles for 3, or no, it's 2 pebbles for 6. I can do numbers with my hands. 6 mite seeds, which it's pretty good. It's just extra mite seeds. The rest of these are kind of just for food, but with Geologist, you're going to be getting extra of all of these resources every time you gather them. So if there's anything that you see from the trades, then these are going to be worth it. Ooh, Golden Relic ticket. Yeah. I'm just going through these because if they change, there might be something. Nourishing extract. Wow, that's a good trade. Okay. I'm gonna look around for Wyvern Sprout really quick. Okay, so quickly for demonstration purposes, this is how you should be gathering in Monster Hunter Wilds. Unless you have like a console and load times are like really slow. I haven't seen any information on like what the load times are for consoles, but this method could be potentially a lot worse for consoles. But here on PC, you load pretty instantly. So you can set up camps basically wherever. I'm just gonna do a quick one, right? I went over this in my gathering video. I'll put a link to it in the card above. But let's say you needed tranq bombs, right? Because you're doing a lot of trapping. There is a spot in 10 with 3 sleep herbs. Oh my god, hello. But yeah, you grab that. Well. Okay. There goes the camp. That happens sometimes. That's okay. But yeah, you get those 3 sleep herbs. I also needed to do this later, but we'll talk about your camp getting destroyed while we're at it.
It's risky, but I could set up camp here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. So as you can see on the map, we gathered those resources, and they are on a 15-minute timer. This camp that got destroyed... Oh, it doesn't say it, but there's also a timer for that camp. I think if we click on this, it just doesn't pop up. But I'll show you the timer for that in a moment. So there's a 15-minute timer every time you gather herbs, but if you move locations, it resets that timer. So since we're getting tranq bombs, I also have a camp set up in 8 in the forest. We got 3 sleep herbs, or 3 gathers of sleep herbs. It comes out to like 6, right?
Let's stay on our toes.
And then in 8, there's some perish rooms right there. Some perish rooms right here. And right here. Some blue mushrooms right here that I like to grab just because blue mushrooms are really important. And then more perish rooms. So that one run got us 9 tranq bombs. And then we can teleport back, what is it, 8? And as you can see, these sleep herbs are just back. They're magically there again. If we look on the map, there they are. All 3 of them. They all respawned. So it's pretty cool. You can use this for any material in the game, as long as you have like a camp kind of set up close to it. But it's a very lucrative method where you kind of just go back and forth. This is also a really good spot for honey right here. But, oh my god. You also want to empty your inventory before you start doing this. Or else this happens, and you have to send items to your field pouch every single time you get a new item, which is annoying. But what the fuck? this water for the bugs? That's so cute. Sorry. Getting off track. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the method. I'm going to show you guys some very good items and some locations that you'd want for the items. And then we're going to get on to like an hour-long run.
When a monster might appear.
One more thing before we move on to manually gathering materials. There's also material retrieval that you get periodically for each village. They are pretty good. It's just like passive herbs and stuff. I've set these to kind of the hardest to get, just manually. That's just because like glowing grass buds are really spread out. Fire herbs, there's nothing really good for this one. Let me show you what this one has. Herbs, honeys, these are pretty easy to get for how many you need. Blue mushrooms are easy, sleep herbs are easy, dragonfell berries are easy. Don't get adamant seeds. If you need adamant seeds, there's places to get. I actually no, this is a good one, honestly. If you want adamant seeds, I'm a hater. I'm sorry. Nitro shrooms, there's an easy way to get these, and then blast nut. I said lut. There's an easy way to get these too. But this is the only one where it's like we chose an easy one, but like all of the ones on this list are kind of easy, so it's kind of scuffed. Or actually, I don't know if blast nuts are easier than fire herbs, because I'll show you fire herbs later, but we'll go through it. Yeah, this is my list of things to get. Just go through this, and whatever you think is the hardest one to gather, I choose those. But this is my list, and it's pretty solid. It's pretty superb. It's been pretty good. You also get extras of like other stuff. Ow. So I just look around. All right.
Bye.
All right. Now I'm going to show you how to gather herbs. So you want to open your map and find this right here, the provision stockpile. This is the best place to gather herbs in the game. I'm not gonna buy any right now because I already did like an initial buy of these, but like they're half off right now. I also did a pouch. They're half off right now, and I've got 600k from just goofing around. So let's just crank that, right? Like imagine manually gathering herbs. That's 60k right there. We're at 2,000 potions. Yeah, so for like 300k, you have all the potions in the game. The same thing goes for antidote. These are even cheaper. Cool and hot drinks, for however many quests you need, buying these is just easier than gathering them. Wild jerky, you can't gather those. Life powder, this is another one that you should be buying just because your god bugs are going to be very contested later on, and you'll see that later. You can actually craft a ton of barrel bombs, but buying them is more efficient than, like, what's it called? Buying them is more efficient than gathering the resources for these. That being said, if there's ever a quest, like back in Monster Hunter World, Kulturoth was weak to bombs, so you'd want to buy the large barrels and then bring the materials to craft bombs with you. So right now, buying bombs is just better, but you could potentially like need the resources later. So I'm still going to include fire herbs and nitro shrooms. And then dung pods, similarly, you can just buy them. I'd say all of the ammos you can just buy. You don't need to gather them, just because these are so cheap, you know. That being said, if you need to craft extras, having the supplies to craft stuff mid-quest is incredibly helpful. So I'm still going to be going over those. Oh, what the fuck? What is bulk purchase? Oh, based on loadout. That's weird. Yeah.
We're open day or night.
So that's basically half of the materials you can just get through the shop. It's incredible. Wait for a sale. I'd just save up and wait for a sale, so you can get as much as you can. Alright, so now we're going to be target... oh my god. We're going to be target gathering specific materials. We're going to start out with blue mushrooms. If your camp ever gets destroyed and you want to remake it instantly for some reason, you can just go into the pop-up camp guy and then choose the region of your choice. And... where is it? 10? Oh, 10's back. Yeah, the camps come back incredibly quick. I also don't know if I've gotten all of the camp slots, so I might be missing some of these. So there might be some spots that are even better. But we're going to be talking about blue mushrooms because you kind of need them for, I'm not going to say everything, but a lot of things. I don't have the camp right now just because you get a lot of blue mushrooms passively when you're getting parashrooms, but down in 3, there's this camp, which is kind of on top of some rocks, and literally right outside of the camp, there's a blue mushroom here, a blue mushroom here, mandragora, and then a thunderbug. So you want to just grab these 2 spawns, and then optionally these 2 spawns, and then just fast travel. The second spot for blue mushrooms, oh my god, is in the Scarlet Forest, down in 8. Loading screens, am I right? We've got a ton of blue mushrooms. There's one here, here, and then you can kind of go 2 different ways. You can hook a left after you get this one, and go this way, and get this one, and then your route's done. Or you can jump down, get this one, and then this one, and then you're done. Or alternatively, you can go get this one. But genuinely, the more you're just loading, the more resources you're going to get. And I'm going to show an example run of that later in the end of the video. Alright, now we're going to talk about honey. And this one's actually kind of situational. If you're getting just honey, you want to wait for the forest to be in its plenty stage, because this increases the honey that you're going to get significantly. When a forest is in plenty, you can already see it on the mini-map, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate honey spawns. So you just spawn in and then get those. Alternatively, if this camp is broken, you can teleport to this camp and then grab these 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's pretty good. Yeah. And then to teleport, you want to go to Windsward Plains and then to 8. if there's a plenty going on, I think this also increases the amount of spawns, but there's just 2 honey things. Oh my god, my pouch is full. God. Make sure you empty out your pouch. But, there's 2 honey spawns right here. Alright. Now we're going to talk about sleep herbs. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're in 10. that was the camp. It was 10 southeast. It puts you right next to these sleep herbs, literally just right down at the river. So you grab that, and then that, and then there's another one down right here. If you're doing bows, or bow guns, and then like, actually no, we'll talk about that later, I'm sorry. So sleep herbs, this is kind of like the only spot that's good for sleep herbs. And normally you'd want 2 locations if you're like hard farming a specific resource, so you can go back and forth. Because if there's nowhere else to fast travel on these other maps, then it doesn't reset the gather cooldown. What I like to do is I like to go to the Scarlet Forest to get Perish Rooms, just because you use them for trank bombs. But you also use sleep herbs for sleep bullets and a bunch of other shit, so, you know, it might not be as efficient to go here just to get, like, Perish Rooms, and you're not going to use the Perish Rooms. Or, I mean, I guess you use them for paralysis bullets, right? Yeah, no, I'm tripping. Sorry. But yeah, that's sleep herbs. This is the one good spot. You just want to be in 10, and then it's right on that river right there, and then there's another spot right here. Speaking of Perish Rooms, this is the spot for Perish Rooms in the forest, up all the way in 8. You get this Perish Room, this Perish Room, this Perish Room, and then this Perish Room. This is why I was saying that you don't really want to farm blue mushrooms just by themselves. It's because, like, this route that I'm doing, also if you want a nitro shroom, it's right here, but I skipped that. This route has this blue mushroom, you can jump and get that blue mushroom, and then there's this Perish Room, and if you want to keep going, there's another blue mushroom right there. But I just grabbed this Perish Room and then dip out. Again, there's not really any other good spots for Perish Rooms, so it's kind of just this one spot, and then you go back and forth between the sleep herb spot. But it's pretty good, you know? That's 12 Perish Rooms every time you load, which is a little bit longer because you have to load another area and then load back. But if you're specifically doing you're hopping back and forth and you need to load really really quick, you can potentially just go to Suja or Wounded Hollow, and these two have very fast loading screens, and then you just go back to your material of choice if there's only one place that you can get things really fast. Alright, so now we're going to talk about god bugs, just because you use them for almost everything. We're here in the ruins of Wyberia. We're actually kind of hidden. This map is kind of a mess to navigate with your map menu, right? But we're in like that spiral staircase near the end of the game. Let me actually walk outside just so you can see. But we're going to be talking about god bugs. This is a little bit hard to see as you're going down, because most of the time you're like looking at other shit, but there's a little hole right here on the staircase, and you just run right in, and it gives you the camp. But just walking out from the camp, you get 4 god bug spawns. And then there's one right here. And then you hook a left. There's one right here. And that's the run. You immediately hop, right? Then we go to the Scarlet Forest, 217. And this one's a little bit of a trek, but I think it's worth it for the god bugs. Get on your secret. So, I'm going to show you some tech really quick. If you grapple hook stuff, it doesn't let you walk off an edge. So I'm going to use it with this slash berry. It doesn't let you jump, right? So you see this god bug? You want to jump off. Oh shit, I already fucked it up. You can jump off and then grab it. It's like a really tight window, but it doesn't save much time. So you have that god bug right there. There's another one right there that I just picked up. And then you hug this wall up until you get to this cliff. You go straight. And then down here, there's a god bug right here. There's another one right here. And then there's one right here. And then down at the bottom right here, there's another god bug. So in total, you get 6 god bug spawns. So each run, when you go back and forth, by the time you make it back to Wyberia, you'll have 20 god bugs, which is insane. So we're down here in 6, also in Wyberia. This is for nullberries. This, unfortunately, is the best spot for nullberries, and there's no second spot. So you want to... Oh my god. I thought he was going to kill me. Yeah, you want to just spawn here, and then there's a nullberry here. And you want to go straight. There's another one right there. Oh, I actually missed one. There's 2 right next to each other. So that nullberry right here has a friend right here. And then the last one's right there. So you just do that and then reset with whatever you want, right? Alright, so we're going to be talking about mandragoras. We're back in the forest in Area 8. And directly south of you, there's a mandragora. This is kind of the only close one. But I would pair mandragoras with blue mushrooms, because it's literally the same 2 locations, right? So if you're spawning in for blue mushrooms, you spawn on 8, grab this mandragora, go here, here, and then either left for these 2, or right for this one and this one, right? And then, or let me grab that money. I don't actually have the camp set up right now because you only have a limited number of camps. But you would go to the plains and then over in... I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Over in 3, up on this mountain, you have another mandragora that you spawn right on top of. And then the 2 blue mushrooms, which is pretty good. Alright, so we're down at Azuz. This is kind of hard to explain. So this is the top of Azuz, and then you want to go to the bottom floor of Azuz. This is actually where you go for the ice area. So right before you get to the ice area, there's this little cave right here. And this is the best spot for nitro shrooms. Basically, you just come out, hug the left, and you got the nitro shrooms. There's also a Devil's Blight here, but there's a better Devil's Blight spot we're going to be talking about. Oh, also, Blast Nut for explosives. Alright, so we're at that same spot. Bottom of 14. This is going to be fire herbs. You get 2 right there. And then I also don't have this camp, but I think it's 8. Basically, like right when you drop down the plains, there's 3 fire herbs on your right. So you can either do it from the main camp and then just run to this spot over here, or if you have this camp in 8, you just run up and grab these 3. It's pretty much the same run, but yeah, there's 3 fire herbs right here. You would come in a main camp, hook a right, and then you're right here. Or 8, hook a left, and you're right here. Alright, so we're going to talk about bitter bugs. We are at the bottom of the plains map. It's like directly under the oasis. You can alternatively start at the oasis, but this camp gets destroyed all the time and it's kind of annoying. So yeah, we're at the bottom of 14. Once you teleport here, facing the camp, if you go right, there's a bitter bug right here. And then you have to do some parkour. Whoa. I don't know why it dropped me. You have to do some parkour to get up to the oasis. But there's a bitter bug right here. You want to immediately hug this right wall. There's another bitter bug right there. And then just keep going up. There's another bitter bug on your left. And then once you get out of the cave, there's a bitter bug right on the entrance. Hello. Goodbye. And then the second spot for bitter bugs, you want to go to the Scarlet Forest, just to the base camp. And this one's a little bit of a trek, but there's a lot of really good resources on this trek, so it's definitely worth it. You want to just hug the right, but there is a bitter bug right when you get out. And then there's like a little river right here, and there's just a ton of bitter bugs on it. So there's one. There's another. There's another. If you press F to pick things up, you have a like faster movement speed, because when you shoot the grapple hook, it stops you from sprinting. But if you press F, it doesn't do that. But yeah, that's the run. You get those 2 and then you just go back and forth forever, right? Alright, flash bugs. So there's... that's the wrong one. You want to jump down. Oh, I didn't explain where we were. My bad. We're in the forest at the Wud hideout. But yeah, there's one right here. You just grab that and then jump down. There's going to be a flash bug right here, next to the amber deposit. And then you hook a left and hug the left. There's another flash bug on this pillar. And keep going. And then you get this flash bug right. Okay. There's a camp spot right here, but this is a faster
Looks
route.
like a good spot to set up camp.
And then you get your last flash bug right here on this tree. And that's the run. Alright, now we're going to talk about Devil's Blight. We're back in the basin, just at the bottom in 15 here. And this is, like, by far the best place for... Yikes, that's scary. For Devil's Blight. So you spawn here. There's one right here. There's one right here. There's one right there. And there's one right there. They're fucking everywhere. Oh, I did not mean to take that from you. There's another one up there that you can reach from the bottom. And then keep hugging the wall. You have 2 more right here. There's one at the entrance, and then there's 2 more at the entrance to this area. Oh, that's a nitro shroom. But barring the one nitro shroom, there's like 9 spawns, which is insane. Oh my god, what the fuck? What is that? Can we gather that? Jesus. Okay, now we're gonna, excuse me, talk about everybody's favorite, mite seeds, the bread and butter. So you want to teleport to 15 in the oil basin. It's just the bottom of the map. Oh my god, there's just dudes here. Just, wow, they are going at it. Just ignore them, right? There's a mite seed immediately when you spawn in right here. Jesus Christ. And then there's one right over there. Wow. You get them. After you get those, teleport to the ruins of Iberia, just the base camp. And if you're on console and load times are really long, I'm going to show you an alternative route. But for now, this is the route I use, and I grab all of this shit just because it's really good. If you're doing mite seeds, which you're going to be doing a lot of mite seeds, you might as well grab all of these. So the 2 bitter bugs right here, an herb, even though you can buy them. The glom grass bud, you get a blue mushroom. The Wyveria lantern you can trade for food, which is pretty good. And there's also bones, and oh my god, somebody got Fushium. So after you drop down from there, I go straight to this cliff. There's a honey. And then go over here. There's 2 more honeys. Oh, hello, buddy. The Wilkie gemstone you can trade for 3 times your value, and
I gathered some materials too. And check your field pouch.
3 times the value in what's called mite seeds. Then you have a thunderbug right here, and this is where the mite seeds are. You can skip all of that. You just jump down from there down to right here, and you get your 2 mite seeds. But I go even further. There's a lantern right here. And then down at the bottom, you have another thunderbug, some flow ferns if you're a gunner, but honey right here, and that rounds out the run. So that gets you like a lot of materials. I'm going to be doing an hour-long run, just to show you how many materials I get, and it's pretty good. It's cash money. Alright, so this is the alternate route. So let's say you're on like console and stuff. This is gonna get you a little bit more mite seeds for your buck. Basically, you hook a right out of camp instead of a left. And then jump down here. Turn around.
The wyvern milk seems to be leaking out in the regular locations.
You've got 2 mite seeds in the corner right here. And then you jump down and go straight this way. And this leads you to the drop down from before. So this is that same thunderbug. And you're here. This doubles your mite seeds every time you do a loading screen. It's just like a little bit more running. So it's kind of like a third loading screen, but it's just like running around the map. Just so you can see, here's where we were, and then here's the base camp. You want to just come right under here, and there's the 2 mite seeds. And then run straight down to here. And you get these 2 mite seeds. It's pretty good. Okay, I just noticed I don't need to do a full hour of gathering. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a run back and forth, calculate the time, and then we're gonna see how many runs we can do in an hour, and then round down for fairness, right? So if you're doing like a full hour of just mite seeds, it's kind of... So when I do mite seed gathering, I'm usually eating food or like watching TV or something because it's pretty mindless. But your rates are probably going to be a little bit lower than like literally perfect rates. So we're just gonna
Potential target has appeared. Check your map when you're ready.
do like a quick best case scenario recording, right? So let me actually go to base camp and then teleport in. So we can like start the timer from like the black screen. Okay. And this is no nonsense, just going straight for the mite seeds. I even messed up there because I didn't just go straight to the base camp, you know? So this could be even faster. And for speed's sake, I'm gonna skip all of this shit and just jump straight down. Okay. Alright, so we're back. I ended the recording a little bit early. I didn't wait for like the full... when you gather something, you can't just immediately open the map and then like fast travel, right? So I added a couple seconds. You have 48 seconds for that run where you get 4 mite seed gathers, right? So if you're doing a full hour, which is 3,600 seconds, and you divide that by 48, you get 75 runs. There's no like goofy rounding to do. And then you multiply that by the 12 mite seeds that you're getting, and you're getting 900 mite seeds an hour. Just like based off your loading screens, or my loading screens, which I've got my specs on my Twitch, if you guys care to see that. But, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's like an insane number. What are you gonna do with 12,000 mite seeds? You know? But yeah, this is where I'm gonna end the video. I'm sorry if there were some supplies that you really wanted a good route for. If you really want me to make a route for a specific item, just leave a comment below and I'll do it and make like an unlisted video and reply to your comment with it. But for the most part, I think we got most of the good ones. You know, there's some... Oh wait, it wasn't 1,200 an hour, it was 900 an hour. I hope I said that. Yeah, I'm bad at math. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to be talking about Monster Hunter and like how I feel about it in my next video. Or I'm going to be putting out a masterclass to high rank, because climbing in high rank is not intuitive. But I found some pretty good methods. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Alright, bye-bye!